guys, welcome back to another music review, and today we're going to be talking about a couple people who are in the R&B scene. Um, and I kind of didn't know where to go with the music reviews, so sometimes if you're seeing me having like weird artists on my music reviews, because I kind of sometimes just don't know who to review next. And I decided to I kind of just try and think of things to type up on YouTube sometimes to kind of give me a general direction where I want to go, and I kind of don't want to review things that I've had. Like I did 14 bands a while back, and I reviewed quite a bit of bands on that because I was doing 14 at a time, but I wouldn't talk very much about them. I would just briefly kind of touch on them. And this way, I'm kind of talking more about the bands and letting you know what they sound like, and if you should check them out, if I like them, so stuff like that. So I go more in depth about them. So I kind of might go back and kind of see who I did review, and write those down. So I'll kind of touch on that, or kind of maybe review one and add another band that I've never talked about before. So I may start doing that. I do have a list somewhere of who I reviewed before. I may have to go back manually and just write them down real quick. But yeah, let's talk about today. Today we're going to be reviewing Drake and Tony Sway. I almost forgot his name for a second there. I had it written down somewhere. But yeah, I know who it is. It popped in the back of my head. So first of all, let's talk about Tony Sway, because he's the one that people may not know. He's kind of, it surprised me because I put his name, I was trying to, because usually on YouTube, you pick a guy, you pick an artist, and they'll come up below, it'll have like all the other people that uploaded things about this person, and all his major uploads that was there from Vivo, and his official YouTube sometimes, if they have those. Which most people don't. It's just Vivo for the most part. But Tony Sway is basically an R&B guy. I have a problem with him, but his voice, I want to describe his voice real quick, so if you want to know, hey, should I listen to him? He wasn't my cup of tea. I didn't think he had a bad voice, but I didn't think he was super good. So let me describe his voice, first of all. When I heard his voice, and the chorus lines and how he sang, it kind of reminds me of Boyz II Men in a way. Like if one of them went on a solo career, which I don't know if any of those went and had a solo career. But Boyz II Men was a popular group in the 90s that sang a lot of hit songs, and the way they sing was kind of like choiry. Kind of, might come off bad, black singing, like soul singing, I guess I should say. I don't know, I'm not trying to not sound racist. I can't explain it anymore. A soulful voice, I guess I could say. And they sounded really, really good. And they were good in the 90s. This guy kind of comes off, kind of has the same kind of vocal kind of style to me as Boyz II Men did. But it's not as good, because sometimes at times in the song I'm thinking like, why is he talking? It seems like he's talking when he's trying to sing at times. And it's like, it just didn't click to me. But he's okay singer. He's not a bad singer. If you're into R&B, definitely he may be somebody you might be into. Tony Sway, S-W-A-Y. Tony's first name, T-O-N-Y. So if you like him, check him out. I'll put, I usually in the description, I'll put Tragick. Whoa. Brad Tragick discusses the two band names. And that's all I put in the subject line. So you guys know like their names. You can go search them out yourself and tell me what you think down below. So check out Tony Sway. Tell me what you think down below. Next person I want to talk about is Drake. Now I think I may have reviewed Drake before somewhat recently, but I don't remember. So I'm going to review him again. I'll put him in this video again, talk about him. I think I may have wanted to review him. And I think I've tried to review him a couple times, but never got the chance really to record a video about it. I think that's why I'm thinking that I did record a video, but I'm thinking I didn't. So now I'm going to review it. So Drake's been popular for a while now, the last couple years, and Tony Sway is kind of the most recent person other than Drake. But Drake's still, I think, in the top 20 right now. I think he's in the top 10 still. I think he has a song right now in the top 10. But Drake's kind of one of those guys where I'm not a huge fan of him. Some of the songs are okay, but some just don't hit with me. I don't like his style. I don't like the way he's a decent singer to me, but he's not the greatest in the world. He has a lot of popularity stemming from being on TV shows and things like that, and then coming into the music world, and I think that's where some of the popularity is. But he's kind of made his own niche. I think when he first came in, people were like, who is this guy? To kind of slowly learn about where he came from. And a lot of people didn't even watch the show, to be honest. I don't think. But he got popular over time, sharing the stage with certain people, and he got more and more popular. And some of the songs aren't bad from him that I feel aren't too bad, and that I can stand. But for the most part, I don't really like much of his stuff. He's more of an R&B type of guy. Sometimes he'll do some rap stuff, where he'll have rap artists with him, and then he'll kind of do the singing, I think, part, or vice versa. But in my opinion, he's just not my cup of tea. He's not my kind of thing. I'm not really a fan of him. I'm a fan of rap music. I listen to rap music, but he's just, and that's where I think some of the songs I like is the ones that he's did with rap artists, or he's did the rapping, and he's had somebody come in and do more of the singing part. Um, I think I like those songs better than he did. So for me, Drake's not really my cup of tea, except for when he does the rap stuff, for the most part. But sometimes he's just not clicking with me a lot. But Drake is really, really good. He has, I think if I wanted to put him into a category to who I would kind of put him with, I think he would be with, I'm trying to think of somebody that really kind of like does that for me, wise. And I can't really picture anybody right now that kind of does that. I think I kind of want to put him in the category of like, I can't really think of anybody honestly that he would be with, you know, that in my mind, what I would put him with. So I don't really know like what to say about him in general. You know, I think for me he lacks emotion somewhat. Like some of the songs, like I just don't feel it. Like you gotta connect sometimes with artists, and to me, when I hear him sing and rap, sometimes like it's just not there. Like it lacks something. Like to me, it just lacks something. So that's why I can't connect with it. Um, but you know, if you're a fan of rap, if you're a fan of R&B, definitely check Drake out if you have never heard him before, because you'll probably like him if you're into that type of music, rap and R&B. Like if you directly just listen to that type of music, you may like Drake, and you probably heard him before. I'm just reviewing him because I've never reviewed him before. So if you want to hear what I thought about Drake, you got it. Not bad. He's not a bad artist. I'm not saying he's terrible. I'm just saying that he's not my cup of tea, and for the most part, that I don't really care for him that much. Like I'll tell you when I care about people, and I'm trying to do like some bands I actually do know. Um, but these two guys right here, are just not my cup of tea. But I wanted to review them and talk about them, because I'm not always going to review just the bands I like. There's going to be bands that I just want to purely review for you guys to tell you guys what I think about them, my opinions on them. I'm not going to trash anybody. I'm not going to disrespect anybody on here unless they disrespect me back. You know, that's all I'm going to say. But these two guys are just not my cup of tea. But if you're into R&B, and then rap for Drake's case, go check out them. I think Drake does a pretty decent job of rapping, because I'm pretty sure he raps. I'm like 95% sure that he does do rapping. He's really good at what he does with that. Tony Sway, everything I heard of him is just R&B. So, definitely not my cup of tea. He's kind of like the R&B guy that he's probably gonna have a couple singles out, and he's probably gonna disappear into the background, you know. And if you're Tony Sway, prove me wrong. If you see my video, prove me wrong. You know, if you're gonna survive longer than that, because a lot of R&B guys, you know, they just don't last very long. You know, I mean, Usher's probably one of the people, and some of the people are different. They last forever because they're able to weave their way into the hip hop scene and somewhat, you know, keep a following there. So, you know, prove me wrong, people, if he's gonna stay around longer. But that's usually the way it works with R&B people. They just don't stick around very long. But definitely check out Tony Sway and Drake. Leave me comments down below. Let me know what you think about both of them. Really a long review for a music review. Usually, anyway, don't go on very long. Let me know down below what you think of both of these artists, Drake and Tony Sway. And like the video if you like the content. It'll keep on coming. And click that subscribe button if you like what you're seeing. And from now on, let's just keep on rocking. Alright? Or let's keep on R&B. That was really cheesy. I will never do that again.